In this video, I'm going to show you how I use the Vivosmart 5 as my smartwatch to track when I exercise. I don't do like any cardio. It can be used to go for runs, and it even has GPS on it if you want to sync it up to your phone and track all that. But I specifically lift weights exclusively, and this does a great job when I want to count my sets, when I want to have a timer in between my sets. It even knows what exercise I'm doing without having to tell it. So I'm going to do arms and back today. I'm just going to hit start, or when I start every set, I will show you how it knows what exercise I'm doing. If you want to adjust how many reps you got, there's a way to do that during the exercise. And then if you want to add weight in there, you can put that in the app also. Obviously, it doesn't know how much weight I'm using, but it does know which exercises I'm doing, which I think is pretty cool. Now, it's not 100% accurate. Sometimes I've got to let it know I wasn't really doing shoulders, I was really doing chest, or vice versa, but it does a really good job, and I discovered this on accident. When I was looking at the app, I was trying to figure out how to use the product, and when I looked at the app, it said, hey, you did shoulders today, you did chest today, you did legs today. I was actually very impressed, and I thought it's worth showing you how the Vivosmart 5 is actually a really cool product for bodybuilding. So when I'm ready to start my exercise, I hit the button at the bottom, I go to activities, I tell it that I'm going to start strength, and I hit tap to start. And then I get right into my exercise. I don't have to do anything else. And then when I'm done with that first set, I hit it again, and it says that I'm resting. And then it actually has a timer to time you in between your sets. See, it's got 8 seconds in. So I like to wait 1 to 2 minutes in between my sets. This tells me that I did 1 rep theoretically right here, but if you wanted to modify that, let's say it didn't actually track it. Let's say I actually did a bunch of reps. I got to 4. I could hit OK. It says that I did 4 reps, and I'm 24 seconds into this rest. Now, let's say I'm ready for my next exercise. My next set. I hit the button in the bottom. It says set 2, start my exercise. Tells you what your heart rate is, tells you how long you've been exercising. When that set's done, you hit the button again, and it says that you're in a rest again in between sets. And then as you can see, it'll start a timer saying that I am resting. And this is a great way for me to count how many sets I've done. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to do some chin-ups, and then I'm going to work out my biceps with some easy bar curls, and I will show you how in the app it'll actually tell you, hey, you did arms today, and all the features that come along with that. Okay, when you first open the Garmin app, this is what my home screen looks like. At the top, it says in focus, and you can see those blue pillars on the in focus. Those indicate different workouts that I've done. So let's click on that. My last exercise was on 7/18 for 21-25 minutes. I'm going to click on that. And it shows an illustration of a body, and the red parts of that illustration indicate the primary muscles that it thinks that you worked out. So I did chin-ups, I did curls, and I did bent over rows. So it thinks that I did shoulders, deltoids, and back, which is pretty close. I don't really think that I emphasized my shoulders, but it definitely got my back and it got my biceps on there. So if we scroll up, it'll show me which exercises it thinks that I did. So instead of pull-ups, I really did chin-ups, and I think that's a good distinction, because I think that chin-ups work more my biceps than my lats. And it got curls correctly on sets 4, 5, and 6. And then on lateral raise for 7, 8, and 9, I actually did bent over dumbbell rows, but it got the motions pretty close. But what we can do is we can make some modifications to this. So if I click on that edit icon, instead of doing pull-up, we can click on chin-up. Okay, and then on curl, we'll leave that alone because that's correct. Lateral raise, We did not do lateral raise. We did bent over row with dumbbells. So let's change that. And then we can even put in the weights. So on curl, I had 225s on each side of that 15-pound bar. So let's put 65. And then on the bent over rows with dumbbell, those were 30-pound dumbbells, which I think is pretty cool how you can put this data in there so that you can help keep track throughout the years. You know, if you want to look back and see which weights you did on different months or weeks ago, you can see how you progressed. Now that we've made those modifications, we can see that it took off the emphasis from deltoid and it put it all on my biceps and back, which is a lot more accurate. And you can see how we put chin-ups on there. We got my reps, curls, it's got my reps, and then we put in the weights, and then bent over row with dumbbell. Now, another really cool about this feature is that, like I said, if I go back to my home screen, I can click on the calendar icon on the bottom, and it's July right now. Let's go back to like February. If I click on like February 20th, I can click on that strength workout, and it says that I did chest, biceps, and back that day, and incline dumbbell press, pull-ups, weighted grip, pull-up, curls, and you can kind of see how you progressed throughout, you know, the weeks or months. So let's go to the next day. That was the 20th. Let's go to the 21st. We'll go to strength. It thinks that I did squats and shoulders that day, which is true. I usually do legs and shoulders the same day. It says weighted squat, how many reps, what weight I used, military press, how many reps, what weight I used. So just for example, now that it's July, with my military press, I rep like 11 or 12 reps with 135 pounds. So you can see how I've gained some strength from February from repping 95 pounds. I'm repping 135 pounds. That's a 40-pound difference just in like 6 months. And that's something that I can kind of keep track of my progress. I think that that's a fantastic feature. I really like it most because I like how it keeps track of my sets, and I like how it keeps track of the time in between my sets. I try to rest 1 to 2 minutes between my sets, and I really love the convenience of how the watch does that. It counts my sets for me. I like to do 16 sets. I'll do 2 muscle groups, and I'll do 8 sets per muscle group. Sometimes when I'm on set like 15 or 13, before I had the watch, I was like, crap, which set was I on? Sometimes I'm so tired and exhausted, I'm just trying to breathe. I forget what set I'm on. This is a really convenient way to help keep track of all that. And I love how I'm able to look back and see the progress that I've made. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you would like to support me, you can just hit the like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. I'm trying to build this channel up so I can show you a lot of cool content as I do different bulks and cuts and different exercises. I want to share that information with you guys. So if you could like and subscribe, it helps me a lot. It is July, well, I don't know, let's see here, July 18th. In about 2 weeks, at the beginning of August, end of July, I'm going to do the intermittent fasting diet. I'm as heavy as I've ever been. I'm almost 220 right now. So I'm going to start a OMAD diet, 1 meal a day, see how much strength I actually keep while I'm leaning up to see if I can keep the strength at a lower body weight. And if you want to watch that video and be informed of when it comes out, do me a favor and subscribe. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.